Hello everyone, good day. For today's video, our subject is Math 4, Quarter 2, Week 5. Let's learn about changing improper fractions to mixed numbers and vice versa. Lesson 1. After going through this lesson, you are expected to visualize and recognize mixed numbers and improper fraction, change improper fraction to mixed number and vice versa, and solve word problems involving changing improper fraction to mixed number and vice versa. In this lesson, you will observe that improper and mixed fraction are related and can be changed to each other. Are you ready to start a new lesson? Alright, let's begin. Let's read this word problem. Mother brought home 2 1/2 plates of buko pie. Illustrate 2 1/2 and change it to improper fraction. 2 1/2 can be illustrated as follow. As you can see, there are two shaded circles and other one is half shaded. This could be read as 2 1/2. 2 1/2 is written in mixed number or mixed fraction. Note that mixed number is composed of a whole number and a fraction. 2 here is a whole number and 1/2 is a fraction. But did you know 2 1/2 can also be written as 5/2, which is an improper fraction. Did you know what is an improper fraction? Improper fraction has a numerator which is greater than or equal to the denominator. In the example given, 5/2 is an example of improper fraction. 5 here is a numerator and 2 is the denominator. 5 is greater than 2, so 5/2 is an improper fraction. Since you already know what is mixed number and an improper fraction, let's now change mixed number to improper fraction. Steps on how to change mixed number to improper fraction. First one is to multiply the denominator by whole number. The given mixed number is 2 1/2. We multiply the denominator, which is 2, to the whole number, which is 2. So 2 times 2 is equal to 4. The second step is to add the numerator. The numerator here is 1. So 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. The last and third step is to affix or copy the denominator. The answer here is 5. Then copy the denominator, which is 2. So we change the mixed number 2 1/2 to an improper fraction 5/2. This time, we will change improper fraction to mixed number. Are you ready? Let's begin. So the given improper fraction is 15/4. 15 is greater than 4, so it is an improper fraction. The first step is to divide the numerator by the denominator. Divide the numerator, which is 15, by the denominator, which is 4. So 15 divided by 4, or we can express like this. 15 divided by 4 is equal to 3. Then multiply 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Then 15 minus 12 is equal to 3. There is a remainder 3. So the second step is the quotient will become the whole number and the remainder will become the numerator. The quotient here is 3. So 3 will become the whole number. And the remainder here is 3, which will become the numerator. And the last step is to copy the same denominator, which is 4. So the answer is 3 3/4. So we change the improper fraction 15/4 to a mixed number, which is 3 3/4. This moment, let's try to do the following activity. So, the instruction is to change each of the mixed numbers to an improper fraction and vice versa. Number 1. The given mixed number is 1 5/8. So let's try to change this mixed number into improper fraction. So the first step is to multiply. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 5, which is the numerator, is equal to 13. So the answer is 13/8. We just copy the denominator 8. Okay, for number 2, the given is 3 6/7. So we multiply. 7 times 3 is equal to 21. 21 plus 6 is equal to 27. So the answer is 27/7. Let's try to solve number 3. The given is an improper fraction 11/2. So let's try to change it to mixed number. The first step is to divide 11 to 2. So 11 divided by 2 is equal to 5 and has a remainder 1. So the answer is 5 1/2. For number 4, Number 4, the given is 19 thirds. So let's try to divide 19 to 3. 19 divided by 3 is equal to 6, with the remainder 1. So the answer is 6 and 1/3. So we just copy the denominator, which is 3. So that's how we change mixed numbers to improper fraction and vice versa. Now, let's have a wrap up. Again, what is mixed number? Mixed number is composed of a whole number and a fraction. Example is 2 and 1/2. For the improper fraction, it has a numerator which is greater than or equal to the denominator. Example is 5/2. 5 is greater than 2. Always remember, class, to change a mixed number to an improper fraction, multiply the whole number by the denominator and add the numerator. The answer will become the new numerator. Finally, copy the same denominator. For example, 15/4 is equal to 3 and 3/4. Now, to change an improper fraction to a mixed number, divide the numerator by the denominator. The quotient will become the whole number while the remainder will become the numerator. Lastly, copy the denominator. For example, 2 and 1/2 is equal to 5/2. Next, for our lesson 2, we will learn about fractions in simplest form. After going through this lesson, you are expected to express fractions to lowest forms and solve word problems involving fractions in simplest forms. Let's read another word problem. Jay brought home 9/12 plate of pizza. Express 9/12 as fraction in its simplest form. So 9/12 can be illustrated as follows. So the pizza is divided into 12 parts. Let's count the shaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9/12 can be illustrated by this. So minimizing the number of division, we can have the illustration below, which is 3/4. So 3/4 is the lowest term or the simplest form of 9/12. We need not to illustrate the fraction and minimize the number of divisions in order to express it in its simplest form. So like this, 9/12 is equal to 3/4. The easiest way to do this is by dividing both the numerator and denominator by their greatest common factor, or GCF. So as we recall, we can find the GCF using any of these methods, like continuous division method, listing method, and prime factorization method. So using any of these methods, we arrive at the same GCF of 9 and 12, which is 3. Performing the operation, we have 9/12 divided by 3 is equal to 3/4. We just simply divide 9 to 3 to get 3, and 12 divided by 3 to get 4. Now, the only common factor of 3/4 is 1. So this means that 3 and 4 are relatively prime, which indicate that 3/4 is in simplest form. Now, let's try to do the following activity. Let's solve. Find the GCF of the numerator and denominator of the given fractions. Then express them in their simplest form. So number 1, the given is 4/8. Our first task is to find the GCF of 4 and 8. So let's start with 4. So when it comes to factors, we need to think of all the numbers that we can multiply together to equal 4, or all of the numbers that is divisible by 4. So we can start our factor list by 1, 2, and 4. Now, let's list our factor of 8. We can start with 1, 2, 4, and 8. So we want to use the greatest common factor between 4 and 8 here. That way, we can simplify in one step. So the greatest common factor is 4. So let's divide both our numerator and denominator to 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the simplest form of 4/8 is 1/2. For number 2, the given here is 6/15. Let's find the GCF of 6 and 15. So first, let's find 6. The factor of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. The factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, and 15. The GCF of 6 and 15 is 3. So we divide them to 3. Divide 3 to 6/15. 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. And 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. So the simplest form of 6/15 is 2/5. Now let's have wrap up. To express a fraction in its lowest term or in its simplest form, we divide both the numerator and denominator by their greatest common factor. For example, 9/12. The GCF of 9 and 12 is 3. So we divide 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. So the lowest term or simplest form of 9/12 is 3/4. So that's all for our lesson 2, which is all about simplifying fractions. Thank you for listening. Hope you learned something from my video. Keep safe and God bless everyone.